The painting's secret. In the dimly lit studio of the royal palace, young Infanta Margarita stood still, her golden dress shimmering in the filtered light. Diego Velázquez, the court painter, studied her intently, his brush poised over the canvas. "Remember, Your Highness," he said gently, "try not to move." The 5-year-old princess fidgeted, her patience wearing thin. "Señor Velázquez, how much longer must I stand here?" The painter chuckled. "Not much longer, Your Highness. This will be my masterpiece, I promise you." As Velázquez worked, the studio buzzed with quiet activity. Ladies-in-waiting hovered nearby, ready to attend to the Infanta's needs. A large dog lounged at her feet, its eyes following the movements of a small boy playing with a wooden toy. Unbeknownst to the room occupants, keen eyes watched the scene unfold from a hidden alcove. Maria, a young servant girl, peered through a crack in the wall, mesmerized by the tableau before her. Little did she know, her observations would play a crucial role in the unfolding of this tale. Maria had been sneaking into this secret spot whenever Velázquez painted for months. She marveled at how he brought life to the canvas, transforming blank space into vivid portraits. She nursed a desperate dream in her heart, to one day wield a brush herself. As Maria watched, something strange caught her eye. In the mirror at the back of the room, she saw a reflection that shouldn't be there, the king and queen, observing the painting session from a doorway out of sight. Maria's breath caught in her throat. She knew the significance of what she was seeing. Velázquez wasn't just painting a portrait of the Infanta, he was capturing a moment in time, a slice of court life with layers of meaning hidden in plain sight. Days turned into weeks as Velázquez labored over his masterpiece. Maria continued to watch, her admiration for the painter growing with each brushstroke. She began to see the world differently, noticing the play of light and shadow, the subtle expressions on people's faces. One afternoon, as Maria crouched in her hiding place, she heard a commotion in the studio. The Infanta had knocked over a pot of paint, splattering her pristine dress. As the ladies-in-waiting fussed over the princess, Maria saw an opportunity. Heart pounding, she slipped out of her nook and into the studio. No one noticed the small servant girl, approaching the unattended canvas in the chaos. Maria's hand trembled as she picked up a brush, dipped it in paint, and quickly stroked the canvas. Just then, Velázquez turned and saw her. Maria froze, terror gripping her heart. But instead of anger, she saw curiosity in the painter's eyes. "What do you think you're doing, child?" he asked softly. Maria's voice quivered as she replied, I just wanted to try, Señor. I've been watching you paint for so long, and To her surprise, Velázquez smiled. "You have the eye of an artist, don't you? Tell me, what do you see in this painting?" Encouraged by his kindness, Maria found her voice. "I see more than just a portrait, Señor. I see a moment, frozen in time. The princess, yes, but also the life around her. And I see the reflection in the mirror. The king and queen, watching from afar." Velázquez's eyebrows rose in surprise. "You noticed that? Not many have. You're very observant, child. What's your name?" "Maria, Señor." The painter nodded thoughtfully. "Well, Maria, would you like to learn how to paint?" Maria's eyes widened in disbelief. "More than anything, Señor. But I'm just a servant. I could never." Velázquez held up a hand to silence her. "Art knows no class, Maria. If you have the passion and the talent, you deserve the chance to nurture it." From that day forward, Maria's life changed dramatically. Velázquez convinced the royal family to allow him to take her on as an apprentice, arguing that having an assistant would help him complete his commissions more quickly. Under Velázquez's tutelage, Maria's skills flourished. She learned to mix colors, prepare canvases, and capture the essence of her subjects. The painter was impressed by her natural talent and her unique perspective on the world around her. Years passed, and Maria grew into a talented artist in her own right. She never forgot Velázquez's kindness or the lesson she had learned from his masterpiece, that art could reveal hidden truths and bridge the gaps between worlds. Her paintings, like Velázquez's, were a testament to this power, enlightening and intriguing all who beheld them. One day, as Maria worked on her painting in the studio, now a respected court member, she heard a familiar voice behind her. "I made the right decision all those years ago." She turned to see Velázquez, older now but with the same twinkle in his eye. He gestured to her canvas, on which she had painted a scene of servants working in the palace kitchens. "You've captured their dignity, their humanity," he said approvingly. "You see the beauty in the everyday, Maria. That's a rare gift." Maria smiled, thinking back to the day she had first picked up a brush. "I learned from the best, Senor. You taught me to see the world as it truly is, with all its complexities and hidden meanings." Velázquez nodded, a hint of pride in his eyes. "And now you're teaching others to see it too. Your paintings give voice to those who are often overlooked. That's the true power of art, Maria, to reveal the extraordinary in the ordinary and make what others cannot see visible." As they stood together, master and former apprentice, Maria's gaze drifted to the far wall where Velázquez's masterpiece hung. As it had come to be called, Las Meninas still held its secrets, the hidden reflections, the layers of meaning, the captured moment in time. But for Maria it held one more secret, the story of a servant girl whose life had been transformed by a single act of kindness and the power of art to transcend boundaries. She picked up her brush once more, ready to continue her legacy and paint the world as she saw it, full of hidden beauty, unexpected connections, and the profound dignity of every human life. She sought to honor this dignity in her art, making her audience feel respected and valued.